Ladies and gents, it is 8:45 p.m. right now in the evening, which I'm sure most of you might know what that already means. That means I came across a deal that I cannot sleep on. Quite literally, I cannot sleep on this deal because somebody else is gonna snag it by tomorrow, and I need this. I need these parts for the AM5 build that I am piecing together. So I found this guy on OfferUp. I'm very rarely on OfferUp, but the times that I am, I actually do manage to find some pretty decent deals. This one is probably the creme of the creme. Is that the saying? Creme de la creme. The pinnacle of all deals on flip or flop if everything checks out. It's a bit shady, the pictures are a bit blurry, but this guy is selling an RTX 5080, I believe it's a pallet 5080, just from the box. And also a cooler and a power supply with some fans, I believe. I just quickly glanced at the listing, and he's selling all that for $1,500, which alone is a pretty decent deal because 5080s right now do sell for $1,200 on eBay. So, I mean, it's a decent deal considering there's a 1200 watt power supply and a 360 cooler. So I offered $1,000. I'm expecting him to come back with $1,200 or maybe $1,300, and then I can talk him down a little bit more. And this dude straight up just messaged me back and accepted my offer. And he said cash only, which I'm okay with, you know, I got cash on hand. So now I'm actually starting to worry a little bit. Like, it's a bit sus. Are we still using sus in 2026? I'm starting to become a little suspicious. Unfortunately, I don't have a test bed to bring with me, especially this late, you know, so I'm gonna have to inspect it visually and just kind of go my gut instinct on this one. And hopefully everything checks out, because if I can snag this 5080 with the power supply and the cooler for $1,000, that is actually an insane deal. I don't think I've ever had a good deal like this ever on flip or flop. So yeah, anyways, let's go see what happens. If you're like me and you have an allergic reaction to cables, then the Mano PD200W hybrid wireless podcast mic is for you. I'm actually talking directly into it right now without any cables. No XLR, no USB, it is completely wireless. Ever since I mentioned this mic last time on the channel, I've actually been using it in my studio setup for meetings and shooting videos because of how reliable it is. The audio, as you can hear, sounds crisp and clear without any lag or distortion. It sounds like most XLR microphones out there. It's also portable. After I'm done using it, I can just put it away without having to deal with any cables. The included mic stand is nice if you want to keep this on your desk, but you can also hook it up to a boom arm if you want to integrate it in your setup. The Mano PD200W is perfect for anyone who wants to minimize desk clutter, and also for those who want something portable for on-the-go projects. Check it out by clicking my link down below. What's up? Eric.
Are you sure about that?
Can I ask why you're selling it?
My little brother doesn't PC anymore, so he asked me to sell it for him.
Oh, okay. You're selling this for your brother?
I'm selling it for my brother.
Can I ask how old your brother is?
13.
Oh, 13, okay. Is this like from his older PC or?
I don't know.
Is this the original packaging for this card?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Just to show you, like the card on the box, this one says palette, but this one's an ROG, an Asus ROG card. So the boxes have been swapped, or because the GPU doesn't match the box, so it's a different card. I mean, I'll still buy it. I'm just letting you know it's a different card in here.
Okay.
You weren't aware of this?
I was not aware of that. Again, it's my little brother.
And he wants to sell these parts. And he's cool with the price? 1,000?
Yeah.
Did you ask him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I will take it. 1,000 cash, right?
That's right, yeah.
All right, here's 1,000. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, man. feel so dirty, guys.
What do you mean by that?
I feel disgusting after that transaction. My heart is pounding so fast. When I opened up the box and I saw a white Astral in there, my heart just sank. There's got to be something wrong with that car. There's no way. I wanted to ask more questions, but he was getting annoyed with me, and I didn't want him to just cancel the sale or do something crazy. I could tell just by his body language and the way he was looking at me. He was basically telling me to shut the hell up and do the deal so he can go home. I don't know, dude. I don't know, chat, is this reality? You guys gotta let me know in the comment section what you thought about that transaction, because I'm actually speechless. A 5080, there's no way his brother didn't know there was an Astral in there. Why would you put an Astral in a pallet box? That makes no sense. I had so many questions. This is a very long rant. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but this never happens. This never happens on Flip or Flop. I'm so glad I came for this deal, but I have to test this car tomorrow, first thing in the morning, because my heart is telling me that it's probably dead or something. Because there's no way. There's no way. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm just seeing this now. Oh man, this radiator is kind of beat up. Got some damaged fins on here. The top side's okay, but the bottom one seems like it got beat up. I'm guessing probably in his car, because there was no protection on here at all. It's a brand new AIO. The thermal paste, the cover is even on here. How could have the AIO been in his brother's PC? I'm just saying, even these are sealed. These fans are in good condition. There's some hairs on here, but other than that, definitely reusable. I don't know if this is missing anything else. This is kind of the bag he gave me. All right, power supply next. Looks like it's in good condition. Honestly, this looks new as well. We are missing the power cable, which is not a big deal. Actually, we're missing quite a few cables. We're missing a few PCIe, and I believe we're missing one of the CPUs. I'm not concerned about the PCI cables because we have a 5080 Astral. The more important cable is this one, the 600 watt. So as long as we got this one, we're set. And now for our pallet, or I should say, Astral 5080. I had so many questions. Look at this. You can't make this up. It's the actual interior packaging, but with the pallet exterior box. We even got the ring, which I'm assuming is in here. I can't believe the plastic covering is on there still. This does not look used, you guys. Oh my God, we hit the jackpot. We hit the jackpot, baby! You guys hear that? There's something loose in here. Maybe I spoke too soon. We still have to test this card. But I mean, look, everything's on there. Even the freaking HDMI and display. What about here? What's inside here? Oh my God, yeah, this hasn't been opened, dude. Look at that, everything is in its original sleeve. Okay, now I'm getting a little worried. Let's pop this inside of my PC just to see if it even works. If it doesn't, I am out $800, which is the value of the bundle that I paid. If this doesn't work, I'm out 800 bucks. Okay, let's use our Micro Center PC since this is already built. And we even have our 600 watt cable ready to go. So it should be an easy plug. Can't believe all the sleeves are still on here. Maybe his brother that supposedly used all these parts kept the protective plastic pieces on there for resale value. Who knows? You're a chonker. Okay, here we go, guys. If this doesn't boot, honestly, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh it out because in what world is this even possible? And I know some of you guys might clown me in the comment section and say, Ed, relax, it's not even that. Oh, no way. No way. No way, that was quick. Oh. Oh, it's a good card. It's a good card. Thank you. Thank you, PC gods. I know there might be some people in the comment section saying that, Ed, relax, you didn't even get a good of a deal because 5080s on Facebook Marketplace go for around $1,200, $1,100. So it's not that much off from the $1,000 that I paid. But you guys are forgetting something. This is no ordinary 5080, okay? This is the Astral 5080 in the color white. It is one of the most sought out 50 series cards in existence. Not to mention, we got AIO and a power supply with it, all for $1,000 flat. Needless to say, there's gonna be huge profit margins for this AM5 build, and I'm so freaking excited, so freaking excited. We got 2 components that we need to buy. I'm so freaking excited, you guys. You have no idea. All right, let's turn this off and continue our hunt. So I managed to find a pretty good deal on an RTX 4070 Ti. This guy on Facebook Marketplace listed it for $600. I talked them down to an even $500, which is pretty good considering these cars go for a minimum of $680 on eBay. It's very hard to find a 4070 Ti for anything under $600. So the fact that I'm getting it for almost $180 off will hopefully translate to some nice profits in a future somewhat mid-tier, maybe even a high-end build, because the fastest card we have currently in our inventory is a 4070. We have nothing faster than that. So it's nice to kind of hold on to a few high-end cards in case we come across a really nice flip. This guy luckily lives only like 7 minutes away from me, so I'm on my way right now to check it out. How's it going?
It's going well.
Awesome. This is it. Can I ask why you're selling it?
Oh, I was able to get a 5070 Ti at Walmart for $500.
$500? How?
Yeah, that's the only reason. I didn't need to upgrade at all. It's not even that big.
That's
of an upgrade,
crazy.
I couldn't, you know, with the market and stuff being in flux.
How the hell did they sell a 5070 Ti? Was it a pricing error?
They were marking them down. The thing is, I could have waited one more week. They would have knocked off another 15%, but I wasn't sure.
You were gonna risk it, somebody else
snagging
it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wait, is this brand new or you still have a sleeve on it?
I didn't use it that much.
Oh, okay.
It's not. I think I got it like a year and a half ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, check it out, man. You know, I'm right here. If there's any issues, it pulled out of a working system.
Okay.
Never pushed hard.
No, I trust you. I trust you. So 500, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I hope you guys are ready for story time because it led me to an insane deal I found on Facebook Marketplace. In fact, I wouldn't have found it if Facebook didn't mess up. So check this out. So I came across this listing that had an i7 14700K. I'm assuming it's a 14700K because it's an i7. We got 32 gigs of DDR5 memory and an RTX 5070. He had it listed for $1,300, which already was a pretty good deal, but if I'm trying to make a profit on it, there really isn't much room left there if I were to buy it for that price. So after asking about the condition of the PC, I went ahead and offered $700. I know, it was very disrespectful. I had to go and take a shower immediately because of how low the offer was. But there's a method to my madness, okay? I start really low to leave room for negotiations because I already knew he was not going to accept the $700 offer. He was gonna come back with a different offer, which he did. He offered $1,000, I countered with $800, to which he countered back with $900. And at this point, I knew he was not gonna budge any lower, so I accepted because it was an insane deal, only to find out he was nowhere near LA, much less anywhere in California. You know when Facebook sometimes recommends listings that aren't anywhere near you? Well, this was one of them, and I didn't even pay attention to the location until I was ready to buy it. This was all on me, by the way, 100% on me. But here's where things change. I did not want this deal to slip away from my hands. Like, it was such a good deal, and I was so close in snagging it if the guy only lived near me. So I decided to take a shot in the dark and ask him if he was comfortable shipping the PC over to me, and then I can send him the money. Worst case scenario, he says no, and I move on with my life. Well, ladies and gents, he actually agreed, which is wild to me. I did convince him that I was trustworthy because I had a lot of good reviews, you know, which is the truth. But I couldn't tell him that I was Ed from TechSource because that wouldn't be fair. However, he did want to do a quick FaceTime for some peace of mind, obviously to make sure I'm not a scammer or a robot. And then after the call, I gave my address and he shipped out the PC. And well, 5 days later, the PC has arrived, ladies and gents. So let's go ahead and check it out. It does look like he packaged it pretty good. There's a lot of bubble wrap inside. Oh, the thumb screw is a little bent. I hope nothing else is damaged inside the case. I mean, it's purely cosmetic, so I'm not too concerned. He did take apart the GPU and wrap it separately, which I told him to, so that will prevent the GPU from getting damaged during the shipping process. Okay, got the power cable. I don't even know what case this is. Unfortunately, the case, the power supply, the motherboard, I think even the GPU were not listed anywhere on Facebook Marketplace. So I made the deal solely based on the parts, the CPU, the memory, and that it was a 5070. I think from the image, it kind of looked like it was a Gigabyte 5070, but I wasn't sure 100%. Yeah, I was correct. It was a Gigabyte model. GPU seems like it's in good condition. Let's check and see what kind of power supply. I'm hoping it's a 850 watt unit back here. What do we got? What do we got? 850 watts. Let's go. Nice, 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 nice. We got a fan header on the bottom as well. Okay, yeah, I mean, everything checks out. I said we pop the GPU inside and see if it boots. Okay, everything's hooked up. Here we go. Nice.
Wow.
There's no display on the pump. Other than that, everything seems to be working. Maybe the pump is designed that way. It's definitely gonna need some cables, but other than that, I feel like it's pretty much ready to get listed. He did keep the PC fairly clean. There's hardly any dust in there. So not much work is gonna be required to flip this, which is always a good thing. Now, I do want to make something very clear before people call me a hypocrite in the comment section below, okay? If you guys remember a few episodes ago, the person who bought a PC from me, who's also a subscriber, ended up getting scammed on Facebook Marketplace because he sold his PC to someone and he ended up sending the system out before he got paid. And here I am doing the exact same thing to somebody else, essentially. Just to be clear, I'm not advocating anybody to do what I did today. The person who sold me this PC looked at my profile. He obviously saw a bunch of transactions, a lot of sales, and a very high rating, and he took the chance. There is no guarantee that somebody else out there that's like me would honor the deal. So there's still a chance of getting scammed. So I don't want you guys to see this transaction and assume everyone on Facebook Marketplace is trustworthy. That is not the case, okay? Just be cautious, be careful, and ideally avoid sending stuff out before you get paid. That is the message I want to get across.
20 minutes later.
Okay, looks like the PC is stable, you guys. No crashes, no stutters. We passed the heaven benchmark multiple times. We got XMP enabled. It is running at 6,000 mega transfers, and the RGB is all synced together. We can change all the lights with just a click of a button. I mean, we are pretty much ready to go. The only thing I want to do is just replace the cables, obviously. But other than that, I think we're pretty much set. Let me get this guy paid. I'm still surprised he covered the shipping on the PC. That's probably something I should have covered. So I think I'm gonna be the good guy here and just give him like $25 more just to help him cover the shipping costs. This PC is worth around $2,000 when you factor in the current retail prices. Now, obviously it's a used PC, so this is a little unrealistic, but if we give it the used discount, then the actual market value of this PC is around $1,800 instead. Considering we just sold a 4070 non-super PC for $1,400 a few episodes ago, I am confident, more than confident, that we can sell this for $1,500 minimum because we have a 5070 in here. If we sell it for $1,500, we will make $575 profit on this system, you guys. Oh my God. all because Facebook randomly sent me this listing in a completely different state. This would have never even happened if I paid attention to where the location of the system was. But here we are. Now, there are a few things I already upgraded inside the PC just to increase the overall value of it, especially if someone's gonna be dropping $1,500, it's gotta look the part. And the stock cables are simply not gonna cut it, especially for a $1,500 system. So I didn't go with the usual cheap $20 cable kit that I normally throw in these builds. And instead, I went with the Hydra cable kit instead. So I added one for the 24 pin and I added a 16 pin for the GPU. These are a little bit more expensive, but it just makes sense to do something nice on a high-end build like this. These cables also have subtle RGB accents on the faceplate, and it's gonna blend in really nicely with the rest of the build, especially considering there is so much RGB inside the case. Like, not only do you get RGB lighting from the vertical bracket, but there's also RGB lighting from the interior panel of the case. So I just think it's gonna blend in really nicely. So both these cables cost me $71.80. So let's go and deduct $72 from the wallet. With that said, I do wanna make some of that money back from the cable kit investment. So let's go to list this PC for $1,550 and see what happens. Okay, it did take about a week, but we finally found a buyer for the RTX 3070 PC, you guys. I listed it for $825 just so I can somewhat break even from having to buy the extra fans and also overpaying for the GPU, but looks like someone is interested in buying it. So I'm on my way to meet with the buyer and let's see what happens. 5600X, 6-core, 32 gigs of memory, and then GPU, the RTX 3070.
Like, I'm new to this, so I'm not really
Yeah, of course.
sure
Yeah, like, if you have any questions, let me know.
My friend just told me make sure it's a gold power supply.
Okay. We can pop up in the back if you want to see the label on there.
I believe you. I'm pretty sure. And if anything happens, I can contact you.
Yeah, of course. Anything happens, yeah, just shoot me a message.
How long is the warranty for?
I mean, I don't normally offer warranty, but like I said, if anything goes wrong, shoot me a message. I'll help you diagnose, troubleshoot. If a part goes bad, I'll send you a replacement.
No problem.
Yeah.
You want to count?
You're set, man. Okay, PC successfully sold. Now I am on my way to pick up a motherboard for our AM5 build, guys. We are getting really close to putting this all together. This guy's selling an Asus Prime X870 board for, I believe, $150. And I tried to negotiate with this guy as much as possible, but he's very firm on the price. I've been working on this guy for weeks, trying to get him to sell it for like $120, but he will not budge. $130 was the absolute lowest, so I kind of just gave up on him for a week. Then I came back and I saw the listing was still there, so I offered $125. I offered $125. And he finally accepted. It may be just $5, but I promise you guys that adds up really quickly when you're flipping PCs. But anyways, I'm on my way to check it out. This is brand new, right?
Yeah.
Just didn't end up using it?
No, actually, I did use it.
Oh, you did use it?
For 2 weeks. I did a small form factor build, so while I was waiting for the parts
Nice.
for a bit.
And no issues?
No issues.
Sweet.
I just need an ITX, and that was a bit too big.
Definitely a lot bigger. All right, now I'll take it. 120, right?
125.
Oh, 125, that's right. Do you have change?
I don't.
Do you take Zelle? Cash App?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take it.
Appreciate it, brother. Take care. Have a good one. We are finally down to our final 2 Exodia pieces for our AM5 build, ladies and gents, and it's proven to be difficult to find a good quality white case and a 32GB DDR5 kit. Like, everyone is charging an arm and a leg for their 32 gig kit. I get the market is not great, but when you're asking $350 for a 32GB kit, which is near retail price, you're out of your mind. I don't want to spend a dime over $250 for a 32GB kit, especially if I want to make a profit. So I'm going to be a little bit more patient and see what's out there. But in the meantime, as I was saying, in the meantime, let's continue looking for parts and see if we can find any good deals. And oh boy, have I come across an interesting listing yesterday. So this guy's selling his old outdated PC on Facebook Marketplace without a GPU or storage, which, you know, we have a buttload of those in our inventory, so I'm not too concerned about that. But check this out, guys. Ryzen 9 5900X, which is a 12-core, 24-thread AM4 CPU. We have an X570 Unify MSI board, which last I checked, this board goes for $200 minimum on eBay. I don't know who's spending over $200 on an AM4 board, but here we are. Aside from that, there's a 1000 watt EVGA gold certified fully modular power supply, and get this, 64 gigs. Ugh. I shiver every time I see memory in this economy. 64 gigs of DDR4 memory at 3600 mega transfers. And the best part is, these are G.Skill Trident Z sticks, which have way higher value compared to Corsair and all the other brands. Long story short, he's asking $475. I offered $300. And unfortunately, he told me someone is interested in buying it for 450 bucks. I got very upset, unfortunately, because I was late to the deal and somebody beat me to it. Or so I thought. Just when I was feeling down. What the hell was that? Just when I was feeling down, the PC gods once again shined light upon me, you guys. The guy flaked. The guy freaking flaked, bro. Who flakes on a deal like that? And you already know, your boy pounced on it. And I offered $400 cash to pick it up the same day, which is today. And he agreed, ladies and gents, so I'm on my way to check it out. You mind if I just boot it up real quick?
Yeah,
See
yeah.
if everything works? Cool, cool. So what power supply is inside here?
That's the 1000 watt.
Okay.
You could also keep the old 650 watt.
Oh, sweet.
Because I still reuse some of the wires. From
Okay.
that.
I appreciate that.
Just have it's just gonna be sitting in my closet for another year or something.
I will make good use of it then. Thank you. It's quite dusty in here.
That's it, yeah. I don't have an air compressor.
You don't have an air compressor. Yeah, that explains it. So why are you getting rid of this PC?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't call it rid of it. I built a brand new one.
Okay.
This, January, so.
Nice. So the guy flaked, huh, yesterday? Why did he flake on this deal?
He just, I don't know, maybe he didn't actually say.
Well, as they say, one man's loss is another one's gain.
Perhaps.
Let there be light. What storage did you have in here, by the way?
Storage, just a bunch of SSDs.
Okay. Yeah, it's solid. I will take it, good sir. We agreed on 400, right?
Yes.
All right. You have a good day.
All right. Take care.
Take care. Pleasure. I finally managed to find a 32 gigabyte DDR5 kit that isn't ridiculously overpriced. Everyone and their mothers want over $300 for their kit, which is insane. Like, I would never pay anything over 300 bucks for any DDR5 kit. But this guy's selling a Corsair Vengeance 32 gig kit for $250, which alone is actually a pretty good deal considering everywhere else is $280 minimum. Like, I looked everywhere, guys, high and low, to find a kit for this damn AM5 build, and I'm running out of luck. So naturally, I offered $230 and he accepted, which makes me wonder, could he have taken $200 if I offered $200? This is one of the times where I didn't even bother offering a much lower price because, let's face it, I mean, memory is expensive, right? I'm sure a lot of people are trying to take advantage of the market and sell it for the retail price. But it is what it is. This is the only one I can find. Unfortunately, it's in black. I know I was trying to go for like an all white build, but this is the best priced 32 gig DDR5 kit I can find anywhere near me. So I'm just gonna go with it. All right, so these are it. There's nothing wrong with them, right?
Yeah.
All right. You mind if I just pop in them real quick, test it out? Is this from your current PC or?
Yeah.
Did you upgrade? What did you upgrade to?
G-Skill.
Oh, G-Skill, okay. You didn't like the boring look of the Corsairs?
Yeah, I did just like lower timings.
Oh, okay. You sure they work?
Yeah, it worked.
I'm not getting any signal. That's weird. You sure they work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Maybe like the cable.
If I take them home and test them on my other PC and they don't work, can I bring them back to you? Yeah. Okay. I trust you. Maybe there's something wrong with this. Do you have change?
Change.
20. I have 240. Yep.
Boarding.
I can give you 10 through Zelle if you like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Looks like it's sent.
Right.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I was not expecting that outcome. That's why I kind of bought my test bed to check and see if the memory works, because memory is very easy to check. And also, you know, the price being that low kind of gave me some suspicion. Now, I usually have a good judge of character. So my gut was telling me this guy was not lying to me. Like, he was not trying to scam me. And that's why I offered to bring the memory back if it didn't work on a different system. And he said, yeah, that's cool. So that kind of gave me some reassurance that, you know, if these memory sticks are in fact dead, I can get my money back. I drove 30 freaking minutes down here, okay, for memory that wasn't overpriced. That's why I wanted to take a little bit of risk. I wanted this deal to work because I can't find anything else on the marketplace, unfortunately. So I'm hoping I can get these things to work when I get back to the studio. I might try it in a different system and pray for the best. So after I got back to the studio, I tested each stick individually and I still wasn't getting any display. So then I tried a different pair of sticks, which actually ended up working. So my first thought was, these sticks are dead, but that can't be the case because the guy promised a full refund if they were. So my second thought was, maybe the motherboard didn't support these memory sticks, which was honestly the most logical explanation. So I tried the memory in the 5070 PC, and what do you know, it posted. So these memory sticks were in fact good. So now we are officially down to our final component for our AM5 build, which is the case. A week and a half later, we finally found a potential buyer for the 5070 PC, you guys, and this is huge because this is gonna give us the biggest profit we have ever made on the entire Flip or Flop series. At first, the listing wasn't getting much traction, but after like 5 days, it shot up to like over 1,000 views and over 20 shares. That means there's a lot of eyes on the PC while they start shopping for other similar spec systems. And finally, someone is interested on picking it up today. He is driving all the way from Riverside to come and inspect this and potentially pick it up. He's gonna be here in about 30 minutes, and it gets better. He actually wants me to add in extra storage for the PC. So we're gonna be adding the WD 2TB drive we picked up on the last episode. And I'm charging him an extra $170 to install this. And we picked this up for only $90. So we have additional profit from this. So let's go and hook this up and prep the system for his arrival. So yeah, I got the PC here if you want to take a look at it. Let me know if you want to check out any specs.
Can I just use I can just go on it?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, everything's already set up.
I'm gonna buy it. I just
Sure, of course.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's why I have everything set up for you. So.
Thank you so much, man. This is a nice computer. I love it.
Can I ask what drew you to this PC specifically?
Right now I have a laptop that's a 3050.
Oh wow,
That's
pretty
really-
outdated.
Yeah, it's really bad. For like the past 2 months, I was just like, I'm getting sick of it. I'll just get a desktop and I'll just keep that laptop if I need it for like anything.
Why this one specifically though? Is it like the specs you're looking for? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. Originally I was thinking of like a 5080, but then I was like, I feel like that's too overkill. Mostly just story games that are like pretty intensive. The 3050 could run it at 1080, like a little bit, but not like constant. Like
Right.
Consistent
Like high
performance.
settings and stuff too.
Yeah. And I saw yours, and I thought yours was like a really good one for the price it was.
For the price?
Yeah,
Okay,
the price
sweet.
was really good. All right, man. Yeah, no, that's a good then.
1550, right?
Yeah, no, 1720 because the desk.
Oh, that's right, because of the SSD. 1720. Perfect. Yeah, it's all here.
Thank you so much, man.
Of course, I got you. And then this is the cable with the Wi-Fi antenna as well. So whenever you get home, you can just plug that in. Okay, let's go to assess our profits for the episode, starting with the 3070 PC we sold earlier. Here's a quick breakdown of the prices that I paid for each component, which totals $639. I have sold it for $825, netting me a profit of $189. Not bad considering we overpaid for that graphics card. To be honest, I was expecting a loss, so I am super happy with the outcome. Now on to the 5070 PC. I have bought the PC for $925 if you include the additional shipping cost I added, plus the cable kit, which was $72, and the last minute storage upgrade, which I paid $90 for. This brings the total I've spent on the PC to $1,087. We have sold it for $1,720, netting me a profit of $633. That's probably the most profit we've made on a single PC flip, if I'm not mistaken. All because I wasn't paying attention to where the PC was located. See, sometimes it pays being dumb like me. I did manage to buy a few more things for this episode, one of which was a brand new Ryzen 7 7800X 3D CPU for our AM5 build. This guy had it listed for $300, which was $50 less than retail price. I offered $260, he countered with $280, and honestly, I accepted it because this was the best deal I could find on an X3D chip anywhere. I've been looking for 2 weeks straight. It had to be either between a 7800X 3D or a 9800X 3D. It just came down to which deal was the best, and unfortunately, this was the best deal I could find. This means we only need a case to finally build our AM5 PC. I also picked up a B550 board since I want to build another AM4 PC very soon, and it's never too early to start gathering parts for it. This guy was selling an Aorus B550 Pro V2 for $50. That's insane. Obviously, I had to buy it before someone else does, so he came by later that day and dropped it off. Our wallet is looking really good, and so is our inventory. We have about $4,487 worth of PC parts in our inventory with an estimated profit of around $2,900. We are going to finally put these parts to use and build our AM5 PC with the actual 5080 in the next episode. It is going to be the most jam-packed and most important episode of the entire Flip or Flop series, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.